17th of April 2023. Beautiful Monday morning. We got a little hazy skies though. Got to take my handsome little buddy to school. I think we pick him up at 4 today. Not sure when. It's not too hot today. Got my little shaky. Boomer didn't come because we gave him a big pork bone, so he's hiding and eating that. He hides under the car so Mama can't get it. He's a funny guy. Shh. But I was watching some of the news here today, and one of the things on the news that I was never buying in the past. I remember when the Q started coming out, and oh, we're going to be doing this, next week or in a couple days, and they Jim Jordan their spiel for a long time, and then they went away. When people started finding out what was really going on, they kind of went away. Now they're back like gangbusters. They keep coming up with this thing, join this channel and we're going to give you some, breaking stuff. I think it's a Central Intelligence page is what I think it is. I think it's all baloney, so you just sit back and sit on your hands and don't do anything. But another couple things I've seen, I mentioned this before, that I couldn't remember his name at the time, was Kennedy. I believe he's from Louisiana, senator down there, hillbilly sounding dude. He spiels a lot of good stuff. Be quiet. But now he's talking about they want to make a national stop and frisk. Well, guys, that's against the Constitution. That is absolutely against it. You're supposed to be secure in your person, place, and things. And these guys throw these things up. And I give a lot of credit to the auditors that are standing up to this. Some of them even go to jail. And it's just, to me, it's ridiculous. They should be removed just for putting that up there. That Tommy should be removed, and a lot of people are going to probably hound me on that, saying, "Oh, he's a good guy." Yeah, baloney. And that was like when Trump was sitting there, and they were talking about these red flag laws, and he's sitting there saying, "Yeah, okay, we'll take the guns first, and then we'll figure it out later." No, forget it. So that's the big one they want to get rid of. They got all these riots going on in Chicago. And guys, these riots that are going on. This ain't something that's just new. This is because they've taken the fathers out of the home. They give the women welfare. They take all the man's money. And you got a boy growing up without a father. You can't have that. You cannot have that. This is what they do. This has been a concerted effort, I think, since the 60s to destroy the way of life here. All through jealousy. They didn't want the states to be on this wonderful thing, but look what they did. Look at all the crap they pulled. They pulled a bunch of crap. These senators. You look at AOC, for example. That piece of doo-doo. She's worth $15 million now, and she was broke when she got there. Give me a break. We're getting my little boy off. All right, yeah, he's my little schoolboy. One thing I don't like about these schools. We'll see you, little buddy. Hair looks nice. Love you, baby. But the one thing they do here at the schools, they got all this books, and it's heavy. I mean, these books are heavy, and they make them bring them every day. Kind of dumb. I think it's kind of dumb, but Faye's going to take them up today. I'm still not 100%. I'm okay. I didn't have the jitters last night, but I think I got a touch of pleurisy. Last time I had it was 50-some years ago, and it's hitting me again. I didn't have any kind of virus or anything that I know about, but it don't feel good. That's for sure. So just. I'm taking it easy today. I'm going to do the walk later with the dogs, probably tonight, but I didn't do a walk this morning with them, so they were kind of antsy. They wanted to go, but I didn't take them this morning. We're doing all good. pretty good. We talked to the doc the other day for a while. He's still having a lot of problem with his back and his hips hurting. He's got to get up and start moving around. That's something when you get older. If you sit in a chair, you're done. You're done. No matter how bad it hurts, you gotta get up and go. And I think he knows that. But I understand. I had a lot of back trouble, and it's really tough to get up. But you got to get up and keep moving the best you can. Because if you don't, it won't get better. It won't get better. My brother messed his knee up real bad climbing a mountain. He twisted over and it got all blowed up like a balloon. He started eating yellow root and he got on it. And I know it was hurting him, but he got on it, and guess what? His knee's okay today. But I think if he would have just babied it and let him drain the fluid, hospital wanted to drain the fluid out of it. I don't think that's right. That fluid was put there for a reason. And I know he started taking the yellow root right away. That's good for the joints. Found it at a health food place, and he cleared up and went to work and everything. So you gotta keep moving, Doc. You gotta keep moving, buddy. I hope to see you one of these days soon. But we're doing good. Maddie started something at school. He was, these kids. None of these kids ever seen Beavis and Butthead and Cornholio and all that. Well, Maddie does this funny Cornholio routine because I got it on YouTube, and now a bunch of his buddies are Cornholio, and there's one of them just walked across the street. That's one of Maddie's buddies. I got a kick out of that. Some of these kids go home for lunch instead of bringing their lunch to school. We just give the kids their lunch because right now we're doing 3 trips a day. Dorothy stays after an hour sometimes, then we do 4 trips a day up here, which I'm not going to let them walk the whole way. I'd hate for somebody to snatch them. We always go the whole way with them, and just got to watch out your kids. Got to just chat with Gary a little bit. He's in his new pad, and it's a beautiful place he bought. Got himself a nice buggy, so it looks like he's putting down roots. Glad to hear that. And of course, Tropical Tim, he got his house all done. And guys, check that out. I'm serious. Check out his place. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the colors they pick and the motif. And it's got a really nice. He's got a nice kitchen, and that's something you really need. Here, most places are small, but that looks really roomy. One thing, if you're going to build a house here, don't scrimp on the bedroom. Mine, I got a little tiny bedroom. We didn't allow them to put the built-in walls or cabinets in, because then where are you going to put the bed? So we just got rid of them, changed it for kitchen cabinets, and so that worked out pretty good for us. But it's still small. It's hard to move around in. I would have loved that room to get a little bit bigger. If they would have told us that we could have went all the way to the back wall, my kitchen would have been bigger, the bedroom would have been bigger, and the back room would have been the master bedroom. Just move the bathroom door. And but they don't tell you any of this stuff. They don't tell you anything. They don't tell you the water's no good. Our neighbor came back. He doesn't stay here because he's pissed about the water. He's got another house. Filipino guy, real nice fella. And he came back the other day and the water was out all day. He was just shaking his head. I said that's the first time it's been completely out for a while. But yeah, you hear how noisy it is here too. We're never going to beat that. It's just these guys they're loud. They take their mufflers off the motorcycles. Jeepneys are loud. And some of the cars are loud. And then their karaoke. This weekend they had parties going on in karaoke. There's no volume control on a Filipino karaoke machine. There's off and full blast. That's it. And then they were playing over here in the basketball court, the first time in a month anyway. And when we were walking up to it, we heard the announcer all the way at our house. And when we got close, it was so loud you couldn't tell what she was saying. You could not understand what she was saying. And the kids were playing basketball, and I looked over the fence, and it was like a cloud of brown dirt. Well, they never swept the the court. You could see footprints in it, and these kids are running around stomping, breathing heavy, and sucking in all this dust. I thought, wow, you think they would have swept that off first. The way Filipinos always got their Wistambo and sweeping up everything, you think they'd have swept the basketball court. But it was pretty bad. And when we got up to it, as we got past the court, the wind was kind of blowing up behind us, and man, it smelled bad. It actually smelled like more like a fungus than a dust. So here's all the noisy vehicles. Now this is just what we deal with all the time. This street, I'm going to talk to the lady at the office. We got some new guards came in. Seem like nice fellows. They like switch them off. And I'm going to see if when they see there's a lot of traffic, they should come out to the end and stop the traffic first like they do at other places. So we're going to talk to that lady and ask her to have them do that if there's two of them there. You know, but we've been getting a lot of times we're coming up to the gate, there's nobody there, or the one dude's on his phone. The one dude's on his phone and he doesn't even see you. He's just staring at his phone, and you know, it's tough. So when my sweetie's coming back, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And this is Rick Shaw out.